Hey everyone, welcome back. So we are here to warm up for our Mario Direct. Let's call it the Mario Direct because it's the Mario Brothers Wonder Direct this morning. It's only going to be a 15-minute direct, so I wanted to get here a little early so we have time to talk, look at what's going on today, and then basically, follow along as the Wonder gets started. Now, by the way, don't worry. I'll be making myself a lot smaller when the direct actually comes on, and we'll be watching it together. Honestly, I wonder what they have to tell us about the game for 15 minutes. Now, we know Nintendo sometimes has a tendency to go overboard with explaining their mechanics before a game actually releases. Is that going to be the case this time? Who knows? We'll see as we get into the Mario Direct. But I am hoping we get some more information on the online side of it to know if the multiplayer campaign mode will be available finally online, because I know there was some mixed information about that. They seem to be leaning towards no at the beginning, then some information came that maybe it will be available. We shall see. So honestly, we were streaming early this morning, and, part of me was hoping that in the half hour before the direct came on, that we could actually maybe get started on the TMNT DLC, but it's not available yet. And that is a little bit disappointing. Normally, if the DLC, especially for a DLC that is as big as TMNT, when they say it's releasing on the 31st, generally, it's lined up for either midnight Eastern time or 3 a.m. Eastern time, where, basically it's midnight Pacific time. And for the moment, it's still not available. So I can't pick up the DLC yet for Turtles. So I was hoping maybe we could start a story campaign with Yojimbo, or, try a survival mode quickly before we get started. But that's not the case because it is not available yet, which is too bad, but nonetheless, we are going to be streaming it hopefully this afternoon. So I have a couple of things to get done once this stream is over. So honestly, we'll probably end about 15 minutes after the direct ends. I've got to go do a few things. I've got to go help bring some people to some hospital for some family members. And then I'm going to be back, and hopefully the DLC will be available. I'm sort of crossing my fingers that they're aiming for noon, maybe. That would sound good. Maybe to line up with a discount on the TMNT base game. Because normally, if there's discounts for bigger games, generally hit around noon Eastern time every day. So maybe that's why they're lining it up. They want to do a discount, maybe release a new pack with the base game and the DLC included. That would make sense. Anyway, we'll figure it out a little bit later. So who do I have here this morning? Because so far, don't see too much action in the chat yet. How's everyone doing this morning? Are we all excited to see what's up with this Mario Brothers Wonder Direct? Or, I was debating streaming it because it's so focused on one game. We're probably not going to get huge announcements this morning or anything like that. We're actually definitely not going to get huge announcements. If you're here for Metroid Prime 4, ain't going to happen this morning. I can pretty much guarantee you. But if you're here to just find out a little bit more about the Mario Brothers game, that will most definitely happen very shortly. Now, before we get started, I have something really cool I wanted to show all of you this morning, though. I got this from AliExpress yesterday. I'm not a huge buyer of stuff on AliExpress. It looks a little wacky. I want to be open-minded. I don't mind them trying some new things with Mario. If there's one franchise where they can try to be a little wacky, Mario sort of fits into that style. But I know I'm going to be playing this game day one. No matter what, we're going to make sure we're playing it day one. And I want to see how long the game is going to be. But I would like to actually do a full playthrough. Maybe over 2 or 3 streaming sessions. Maybe late at night for the week it comes out. Oh, we've got some action on the direct side. Let me just see this. Can I full screen it? Yes, I can. So we're going to just full screen this so that we're ready to go when it's time. But yes, getting back to what I found on AliExpress. I'm not a huge buyer of stuff on AliExpress, but when I saw this pop up in like my suggested purchases, I had to do it. It is a physical edition of Grimace's Birthday. If you don't know, Grimace's Birthday is the Game Boy game that McDonald's released for their Grimace's Birthday milkshake promotion. It was freeware, you could download it. I actually played it on stream. We did a full playthrough, which takes only about like 10, 12 minutes. But I saw a physical copy of Grimace's Birthday. I had to pick it up. Now, I'm going to probably do a tiny little video thing on this where we actually take it apart because I want to see on the inside if this is a flash cart. I don't think it is from what I can see off of the bottom of the cart here, but I'm wondering how they, well, I know how they got it on here, but if they actually made like a flash chip for Grimace's Birthday, it feels a little weird because this only cost me $3.50, by the way. Yeah, I know, Grovel, it isn't available. I said it myself. I was hoping that this morning, while we were waiting for Mario, we could do like a quick like survival mode or start a storyline playthrough as Yojimbo, but that's not the case, you know. So unfortunately, hopefully we're gonna get it this afternoon because I took the day off so that we could play it on stream. And because I have to get some family members to the hospital. So the timing isn't that awful because this morning I wasn't, you know, once this is over, as I said earlier, I won't be able to stick around too long, like maybe 15, 20 minutes after. And I was going to plan to come back this afternoon and stream. So it's not too bad. As long as it's available like this afternoon, I'm not super angry. If the game doesn't come out till like 7 o'clock tonight, then I will be ultra annoyed because that basically means that at least streaming wise, it just didn't work out. Yeah, I gotcha. And honestly, they'd be smart to put it out before Starfield. For people that have an Xbox or PC or gonna play it on PC, they'd be smart to put it out before Starfield gets released because yes, it's probably gonna take a lot of the internet space once it's out. But yeah, so Grimace's Birthday, want to take it apart, want to see what it looks like on the inside. It looks, I think they actually did a really cheap flash chip on here, which might mean that this thing won't last super long, but I did test it in a Game Boy Color and it plays perfectly for the moment. Like this is my modded Game Boy Color that we did on stream, and as you guys can see in a few seconds, it plays perfectly. The sound, you even get the McDonald's sound here. Hold on. So honestly, I am super happy that this actually worked out for $3.50. But yeah. Yeah, the worst is I think I can't even play it on my PC. I'd have to see what the minimum specs are, but, well, I'm saying that, but I rebuilt a new PC this year, but I didn't build it to be a gaming PC. Like, I built it to be a work PC. Like, so my graphics card is good, but it's not great because processing Adobe and all that, you know, you sort of get diminishing returns with like huge gaming video cards. Like it'll go faster, but for the money you put in to the percentage that it increases your production speed in like Adobe and stuff, it's not really worth it. But I'd have to check. I have a RX 6600. I think. Hold on. I'll check. Have a little blank. Yes, run a DirectX diagnostic, please. Display. Yeah, RX 6600. I'd have to see what I think they're suggesting a 6700, but I can check. Yeah, and honestly, but personally, I'm gonna wait a bit on Starfield. It's going to be, in my opinion, it's going to be a great game. It's just not my necessarily kind of game. And I'm already playing from time to time No Man's Sky. I know it's not the same quality of game. I know it's not the same game, but I mean, I'd rather have a game that I can pick up portably on my Switch and play from time to time than one that I'm locked playing at my PC. And I sold my Xbox to buy my PlayStation 5, so Xbox no longer is an option, but anyway, it wouldn't have been any better. I'd have been nonetheless locked to when I'm home, able to play my Xbox. And no, that's not an Xbox in the back, that's a fridge. For anyone who doesn't know, that is a fridge, that is not an Xbox, even though it looks like one. But yes, so getting back to Super Mario Brothers Wonder, yeah, I'm wondering though if they do have like one spicy little detail this morning that they haven't told us yet about the game, and that like makes it really worth having an exact direct. It's supposed to be 10, so we're about 24 minutes out, Trung. 10 o'clock, it should be going live. When it does, don't worry, I'll be squishing myself down here. Well, I'll be making myself extremely small here, like so-ish, so that you guys can see the full direct. And hopefully there's going to be no buffering, because oddly enough, normally I never buffer. But this morning I was watching a couple of videos while I was waiting, but maybe it's because I was preparing to stream and all that at the same time. I was getting a little bit of video buffering, which never happens because I have like pretty good internet. Hey, Cristobal. Hey, Grovel, Jumping Bear. By the way, I didn't say hi to everyone, but hey, Ryan, Sash McFlash, Andrew Grovel, Metal Mark, and I think I said Andrew. Yeah, no one. Grovel and Trung and Cristobal, welcome guys, and thanks for being here for the watch party this morning. Like I said, I hope they have one oh yeah, the buffering. So if it does buffer, by the way guys, what we're gonna do is that if I see that it's buffering because it's annoying as heck, I'm gonna pause the stream, like the feed from Nintendo, for about a minute and a half, like not very long. And that should give us the room we need so that the video doesn't buffer. And, you know, I'd rather watch it a minute and a half late, but have it pretty steady and not buffering than whatnot. Now, what I'm worried though, because, you know, the other thing I sort of want to hope we get cleared up in this is that whole, you know, supposedly in-game purchases here. Now, obviously, like a lot of people are saying online, you don't have to right away jump to microtransactions, because in-game purchase just means that they're maybe keeping it open that they want to do DLC for the game. Because in the ratings boards, if you're planning to do DLC on a game, you generally have to get it already rated for that, because eventually that'll be a thing. What I'm hoping they don't do is make some playable characters in-game purchases. That's the one thing I'm worried about in Mario Brothers Wonder, because they seem to be a lot of playable characters. I'm hoping they're not locking some behind like purchases. I'd be a little disappointed if that's the case. Or even special editions. Like, I don't want Nintendo to get into like, you know, some other games where you have like 5 editions of the game. You have the base game, then you have the special edition, then you have the ultra edition, then you have the super special ultra edition. You know what games I'm talking about. We don't have to point them directly out, but you guys can in the chat. I'm not going to do it on video, but like, I don't want 20 versions of Super Mario Brothers Wonder. And I want all the characters to be unlockable in-game without having to buy them. If you plan some DLC down the road, no problemo. That's all good. You sell it for a fair price, you give some good valued content, sure. Just no microtransactions, please, in my Mario games. And please, don't make me have to buy characters. The other thing is people are saying is they might tie it in with the expansion pack for Nintendo. That maybe we'll get information as well. Maybe people who have the expansion pack will have access to a wider roster. Or, let's say, retro-styled levels or something like that. Am I okay with that? Sorta. I prefer them not doing that, but it's not as bad. Let's just say it's not as bad. They're trying to put some added value in their expansion pack. We have to expect them to do that. every now and then with certain games. I'm even surprised they didn't do it with Tears of the Kingdom. I am super surprised they didn't do it with Tears of the Kingdom. Man, instead of beer, we're on coffee this morning. Yeah, me too. I'm hoping for the online co-op, Cristobal. Foxy Kirby, welcome. You're glad to catch this? Awesome. Yes, I am glad. I'm glad that this happened the day I already took the day off for TMNT. And like I said, I didn't actually take the day off for TMNT, let's be honest. I took it off because a couple of my family members are in the hospital right now. They needed travel back and forth. That's actually why I'm off. It's just a huge coincidence that it works out to be a Mario Direct in the morning, TMNT DLC in the afternoon. So it actually worked out pretty cool, like, wise for that. Yeah, the PS Plus price increase is it is disgusting. And especially that right now, like, the two games I'm playing, I need it because I'm playing Diablo 4 and Street Fighter 6. But I'm not like a huge consumer of PlayStation Plus. Like, I have their thank you. Well, you know, I don't want to get too much into it, but they're very elderly. So there's a unfortunate, like, I hate being that kind of guy, but like, even, I don't think things are going to get better. But thank you for the awesome comments nonetheless. But we're, you know, it's, you know, one of my family members is like 89 years old. And, you know, I'm sorry, things are not going super great. However, my second family member, elderly as well, but they're in chemotherapy and things are looking decent for the moment. So, you know, she might bounce back and we might get to spend some more awesome years with her, which would be a great thing. But yeah, but thank you for nonetheless for the well wishes. You know, just you guys might get, you know, I'm sort of saying it just because at one point I might make another announcement like I did a few months ago that I wouldn't step away for more than like a week or something, but I might have to, you know, sometime eventually. Hopefully not during Black Friday season. Okay, back to positive thoughts. I'm not going to get into that negativity stuff. Yeah, so yeah, the PS Plus. Let's get angry. Let's talk about the PS Plus hike. Yeah, it's a huge hike. But and it really sucks because you need it to play like some of the online games like Street Fighter. Like, that's where it really sucks for me, because also I don't put that much time currently into the online. But do I want to have the option to not be able to play it at all? Not really. And like Diablo, can I play Diablo without PS Plus? Does anyone know? Because I got PS Plus for Street Fighter first, and then I started playing Diablo, so I didn't get like a warning that I needed PS Plus because I already had it because of Street Fighter. You guys know if I can play Diablo without PS Plus? Does anyone out there know? Because honestly, if like one day I'm ready to move on from Street Fighter because like Mortal Kombat 1 is out, you needed to play Diablo. You see, that is dirt. That is dirty, man. Like, and the worst is Diablo is like an always online game. So it's really weird that you tie it to like a required subscription service that now you can charge whatever you want. And if tomorrow, like if I decide to say I don't want it anymore, well, it pretty much makes Diablo 4 like unplayable for me. You know what I mean? That's like not a fair thing, because Diablo 4 doesn't really have a real offline mode. Yeah, we didn't singing. No singing this morning, my friend. No singing, my friend, this morning. Acrophobe, yeah. Well, Mario Wonder is supposed to be the new mainline 2D Mario title. However, they seem to be going a little freaky with the stuff. Like, there seems to be a lot of wacky power-ups, and like reality distorting power-ups. So they seem to be going, and they seem to be leaning a little bit more on the aesthetic from the Mario movie. Like you'll see Mario looks a little different than usual, and I find they're trying to make him visually closer to what we saw in the Mario movie. It's not like a copy paste of the Mario movie, but you'll see his mannerisms, his way of acting, his way of moving looks a little bit more like what we saw from the Mario movie. Like they're making his movements slightly more realistic while keeping a 2D perspective. Yeah, we are getting a special OLED release for Mario Wonder. Yes, you are right. We are getting that. And you know, that could be part of this. They might be announcing the OLED, the Mario OLED edition. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get like at least a like 1 minute segment where they're gonna show us what it looks like. Yeah, exactly. This is one. This looks like the more accurate effect of using mushrooms, because basically there's some mushrooms and you'll see like stuff starts to distort. You get like these weird colors and vibes into it. Um, and Mario turns into an elephant at one point. So far as what we've seen. Honestly, I'm really into this because I love 2D Mario. I can't wait to play another 2D Mario, and it feels far enough away from the previous iterations of the Super Mario Brothers series that we got on Switch so far that it's worthy of a new release. So, because you know, let's be honest, it was getting a little stale, the Super Mario Brothers series, like especially when they remixed the Wii U version and they actually did nothing and just ported it to the Switch pretty much. So I'm into it. I can't wait. This is going to be a day one play on stream for us here on the channel. And depending on how long the game is, I might plan like a whole week of late streams so that we can actually play through the whole game on stream. I feel like I want to do that now from time to time with some games. And I think if we do like smaller streaming sessions around 10 p.m. Eastern time, I can sort of fit that in, you know? You got to get captions available. You're talking about my captions, like for my streams? It'll be available after the stream. I just don't know how you can get it available while we're in the stream. Or maybe it's just because I'm not big enough. Is that it? I think it's because we're not big enough yet as a channel. Because I think they only give like live captions to channels above X amount of subscribers or whatnot. But because I'm looking and it's not in my, like, I see that they're unavailable. And I don't see it as an option that I can activate anywhere. Give me a sec. I'm looking through to make sure. Yeah, no. For the moment, I think it's one of those options that just pops on automatically. Is my camera low res? My preview looks okay. My preview looks okay, no one. Yeah, and my connection is saying it's like, obviously YouTube is sometimes like a little late on that stuff, but my stream health looks good and my preview window looks okay. Yeah, we're on our journey to 20K, man. I really would like to hit it before the end of the year. It is a bit of a stretch because like we're gonna need a lot of subscribers, and whether you want to or not, the Switch is on the downturn, like popularity wise. But nonetheless, I still want to hope for it. And you know, if we hit it early 24, it's fine. But I really would like to get it for 2023. That was sort of my target when we started the year, like my silent target, and I'd like to get there. However, I know that partially also the slowdown is due to me because I went through a couple of months where things were a little rough because I was changing my 9 to 5 job, and going from one to the other, it took me like a month or two to get stabilized schedule wise. But yeah, hopefully, like you guys saw, the videos are on the uptick. I'm gonna try to cover more like news stories and like DLCs coming out. Like I still want to do a piece on the DLC we got for Dawn of the Monsters. We did a stream this week. I talked about it in eShop deals, but I think it's big enough that it deserves a dedicated video because it really does kick that game up to another level. Like Dawn of the Monsters was already a great beat 'em up. The only thing holding it back is that it didn't have a streamlined play mode. Now, would I wish that they would have put an easier mode to the arcade mode so that people can jump straight into the game without getting their face smashed? Yes, I would have liked that, but it still makes the game an extremely streamlined experience for someone who's already played through the base game, so it makes replayability easier. There was a lot of replayability because you could replay the whole game with different characters, but with 30 plus levels, it was like a huge time investment. And beat 'em ups are generally not about that. Beat 'em ups are like you jump in for a couple hours, you do a nice clean playthrough, and you jump to something else. Come back to it a few weeks later, do another playthrough with another character, go back to something else. Beat 'em up and repeat. Now it's maybe worth getting, but as I said, if you do get Dawn of the Monsters, and that's why I want to cover it in a video because it is a special DLC, it adds in an arcade mode, but I really don't feel it's an arcade mode that you can jump straight in. You sort of have to play through at least half of the story mode to get the skills needed just to get through the first few levels of the arcade mode. And you're probably going to have to put some serious time in to be able to finish the arcade mode. Because it is tough. It is hard. You've got to have the mechanics down. And you can't be learning a new character in arcade mode. Like, you don't have time to learn and to sort of work through, okay, this combo works in this situation, this combo doesn't work in this situation. If you watch my stream, you'll see what I mean. Like, I'm not great at the game. I put it down for about 4 or 5 months. So I was rusty at first. But at one point you'll see during the stream, I'm like, I can't be this bad at the game. Let's go test it out. And I went back to like story mode and I did one of the first missions and I S plus the mission all throughout. So I'm like, okay, I'm not crazy. Yes, it was an early mission. It was an easy mission. But what I mean is the game normally starts you out at that level. And once you're used to it, I'm able to S plus that mission, meaning that you're getting like non-stop combos from start to finish, hardly getting hit. And if you jump into arcade mode, the first couple of levels, like the first 2 levels, took me about like I'd say 10 tries to get through. And that's from starting someone that, yes, I was rusty at first, but I did have that muscle memory eventually come back in. No, I did not, Andrew, and that's another thing. If the TMNT DLC is not available, we're still streaming this afternoon. Like, if I hit 2 p.m. and the TMNT DLC is not available, stream's coming online. We're going to play some Vampire Survivors. We're going to be playing some Double Dragon Gaiden, because I really want to replay on... I haven't played on stream Double Dragon Gaiden, and I really want to unlock all the characters in that game. I just haven't had time to go back to it as we wait for TMNT. And unfortunately, if we hit like 4 or 5 o'clock and TMNT's still not out, I'll reformulate my plan at that point. I'll reconvene my plan and see. Maybe we'll stop for a few hours and I'll try to get back on in the evening when it does come available. Hold on, it wants to run ads. I'm going to skip ads for the moment, guys. Actually, yeah, no, we're going to skip ads. I'm going to try and catch all the ads, guys, so that you guys get them skipped for the direct. Okay, if I miss one, I'm sorry. It's because I'm watching the direct, but I'm going to try and keep an eye out to make sure that it doesn't happen, because I don't want you guys to miss one of it, a part of the direct, because of a stupid ad playing. But I have to manually catch them. Yeah, on mobile, it's free. Although I've got to say, I tried it on mobile. I so like having a controller better than playing it on mobile. And I mean, it's $5. Like, every person does what they want. Money is money, I know. But for $5, the ability to play it with a controller, and I know you can pair up a controller to your phone. I'm just saying, like, it's not the exact same type of experience as playing on a screen with a controller, or on a Switch in tabletop mode. And personally, I'm willing to pay like $5 when the game, and the game's already been on sale for like $4. So to me, it's worth it to have the have it on the Switch. But that's all your choice, because on mobile it is free, by the way. I use the D-pad. I know a lot of people for Vampire Survivors prefers the thumbstick because it is smoother, because the game isn't really made like in a grid pattern. Like, it's more made like, fluid. But I still use the D-pad. I'm old school for that stuff. By the way, guys, do not sleep on the game I talked about yesterday. That's another one I sort of want to do a highlight video on. Trino. I have a blind, me and names. Like, I'm a visual person. I'm pretty sure it's Trino Origins. Not Trino. My God, hold on. It's in my video yesterday. Crano. Thank you, sir. Crano Origins. Holy crap. I'm in love with this game now. It is another game right up there with like Shovel Knight. Only thing is it's short. Okay, it is a little too short. Yeah, today's the last day to get God Wars, but the sale is over. The sale ended on the 28th. I sort of didn't specify that in a clear way in the video, and I'm really disappointed, and I'm sorry, guys. The sale was till the 28th. The game gets delisted on the 30th. It's actually supposed to be already delisted. But yeah, Crino, getting back Trino, like, it is an excellent 2D retro styled action platformer, right up there with Shovel Knight. It's just too short. And I want people to support it because I want a follow-up. I want, like Shovel Knight, to get more Crano. Buy the freaking game so we can get more Crano. It is really good. And like, you can probably finish it in about, like, I would say, like, if you're a good action platformer player, 2 to 3 hours. If you get challenged by some parts of the game, maybe it'll go up to like 5 hours if you're having some difficulty with some parts of the game. But it's a seriously good time. Like, and it has serious Mega Man vibes meets Castlevania. Like, obviously, you'll see a Mega Man influence by the way, like, you finish a level, you get an upgrade, you get a new sub-weapon. The sub-weapons make future levels easier, blah, blah, blah. Like, you get that vibe from it. But the visuals, however, are definitely like a more cartoony version of Castlevania. But great little game. I want to do like a highlight piece on it because I don't know how I missed that game. It is really good, and I want to make sure that we talk about it on the channel. It risks to be one of my favorite. Now I'm going to make myself smaller because this should be starting any freaking second now. I'm going to shrink myself down here. There, I think that's sort of the right size. If I'm hiding anything important, I'll try and maybe turn off my camera for a few seconds. But yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. Crino, like, seriously. The only reason I didn't make it my pick of the week, by the way, is number one, because Dawn of Monsters is awesome. But number two is because the video came out yesterday and the deal's ending around midnight tonight. I really hate making my pick of the week a game that some people will be watching the video and the deal's no longer active. You know what I mean? I don't like making my pick of the week a game that the deal's about to run out on. And basically that's why I chose not to make it my official pick of the week. Oh, here we go, guys. Here we go.
Ooh, so exciting!
Hold on.
Welcome to the Flower Kingdom.
Exciting!
I don't know why we weren't in 7... I'm putting it to 720p, guys,
Welcome
because
to
I
the
want to make sure
Flower
we don't get
Kingdom,
buffering.
a not-so-distant land just beyond the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario and friends were invited here by the benevolent Prince Florian. But Bowser, the king of the Koopas, had other plans. With just a single touch of the mysterious Wonder Flower,
You wonderful. You get a mushroom drink.
Bowser merged with Prince Florian's castle.
I'm getting Mario movie vibes from the music. Awesome stuff, Grovel. I'll be picking it up as soon as we're done with this.
Thanks to his newfound power, chaos spread across the land. Now,
we'll
it's
be
up
set
to
for this
Mario
afternoon,
and
guys.
friends to stop Bowser and save the Flower Kingdom.
I'm going to try not to talk too much while we're getting dialogue, by the way. So if I'm not talking a lot, it's because I don't want to talk over the dialogue in the direct.
In this presentation, we'll go over what's new in Mario's latest 2D side-scrolling adventure, the Super Mario Bros. Wonder Game. Let's jump in.
We're in the Flower
This
Kingdom.
is the Flower Kingdom. It's made up of 6 distinct worlds that circle the Petal Isles, making a total of 7 areas to explore. Your adventure begins among the tubular hills of Pipe Rock Plateau.
Like I said, I'm loving the visuals.
Once you get past the freezing foot of the mountain, you'll be aiming for new heights in Fluff Puff Peaks. Many trials await amidst the picturesque scenery and radiant cascades of shining falls.
Look at Mario's facial
multiple
expressions.
islands. Dive into the sea and spelunk through caves at the heart of the Flower Kingdom, the Petal Isles. There's
And how
also
big
an
they made his
arid
eyes.
desert
That's
with
where I'm
white
saying we're
sand
getting
as far
movie
as the eye
vibes.
can see. An uncanny forest lined with giant mushrooms. A scorching hot world full of molten magma, and more. A rich variety of courses await in each world. Move around the map in each world to select a course.
Are we going to find out that Chris Pratt is
You
doing
can
the
even
voice?
walk freely through open areas you find. In these spaces, if you're not quite ready to take on a particular course, you can try a different one instead. Play them in any order you like.
That's new.
Once you've played a course, you can quickly come back to it through the courses menu. It's an easy way to find the ones you want to play again. While in courses, you might notice some talking flowers. Get close and...
Onward and upward. How'd you get up here? What a pretty sunset.
they'll talk to you, livening up your adventure.
I wonder what
Yo, you
Koopas
mean-
taste like.
They
We're
might
getting
give
that
you
like
hints.
sort of
Wonder if you can get over there.
slick talking vibe that we got
Or
from the movie
coins.
too.
You'd share your water with me?
Characters. This is good.
Besides Mario, you can also play
Wow.
as Luigi, Peach, Daisy, one of 2 Toads, and Toadette. They all play the same, so go with your
No
favorite
Yoshi?
or mix it up. The Yoshis and Nabbit, on the other hand, won't take damage. They're a great choice if you're looking for a more easygoing experience.
Oh, that's cool.
Careful though, they'll still lose a life if they fall down a pit, so watch
Like
your
a
step.
difficulty mode for like kids and
Additionally,
people
the
who
Yoshis
don't
can
want.
flutter jump, eat objects, and spit them back at enemies. Speaking of enemies, here are some of the new ones you'll find.
Like it's not going to be
Copycats
my
will copy
vibe,
the
but
player and
definitely
jump
for
when
someone
you
who
jump.
doesn't want the challenge.
Melon piranha plants will spit seeds from their mouths. Condarts will fly at you and stick their beaks where they don't belong. When conchs attack, they'll even plow through goo. mumsies can be unraveled if you position yourself just right. Mom-Mas will eat anything that
Now, this
comes
is
too
fun
close to their gaping
information,
mouths.
but this is the part that they
There
would
are
need to
plenty more new
explain
enemies for you
each
to
enemy like
discover
this.
as well.
You can just say bunch of new
Goombas.
enemies and show them.
Koopa Troopas, Boos, Locky Twos, and other familiar foes are also here.
New power-ups.
Next, let's look at the new power-ups you can find. In elephant form, make the most of your nose and your size. Swing your trunk to attack enemies. Destroy blocks.
This looks cool.
And even do
like,
this.
I'm not like
In
overly
this
excited.
form,
It just
you
looks
can easily
cool.
break through blocks and dash across large gaps. See? If you store water in your trunk and spray it
Oh,
out,
Baz is
who
coming to
knows
see
what
us.
might happen?
Thank you. That trunk sure is useful, huh?
It's not just Mario, though. Luigi, the Toads,
Hey,
Peach, Daisy, and Toadette
wow.
all have elephant forms as well.
Daisy elephant
The
form, man.
bubble form allows you to blow light, floating bubbles. They can be used to capture and defeat enemies from a distance. They'll
Mario's
also
going
drift
woke,
toward
guys.
nearby foes.
Going
You can
pink
take
mode.
care of enemies surrounding you in one go. Defeat typically impervious foes and knock out baddies on the other side of walls. You can even jump off them, like platforms. Bubbles make it a bit easier to get to those hard-to-reach places. Just like that.
That's pretty cool.
While in drill form, you'll get a pretty nifty drill.
Mr. Driller,
This
man.
makes dealing with spiky or hard-headed enemies a breeze.
That's
Or
fun.
you can use it to drill down. It also allows you to burrow and move through the ground. In a tough spot, dig away.
I mean, they're working hard to find
can
new
even
mechanics
burrow
for
into the
Mario and
ceiling.
friends, so that's pretty chill. I still like my classic
expecting
Tanuki
company.
suit and stuff, but
Plus,
you know what?
classic fire form
good.
makes a return. Oh, and you can hang on to an extra power-up.
Oh, that's cool.
In a pinch, bust out a power-up. Or swap them to better fit the situation.
That's like Super Mario Brothers from the SNES style. Topaz, just sit down. I can't let you play with the microphone.
This is a wonder flower, a plant that
Okay, now let's
grows in
get
the
into
flower
this.
kingdom. It's said they thrive off this world's mysterious power and release it when in
World's
bloom.
mysterious power, mushrooms.
That's the power Bowser was after. When you touch a wonder flower in a course, a wonder effect will trigger, causing some interesting
It
changes.
so looks
Pipes
like
might
freaking.
start moving. A stampede of enemies can appear. The terrain may tilt. You can end up in a free fall.
No
Bubbles
one can
might,
tell me that no one at
bubble
Nintendo
up.
said like, "Hey, this is gonna look like eating mushrooms."
Your
Come on.
perspective can change. Or you might float through space. There are even wonders where your character transforms. Mario might become a Goomba?
Okay,
Or a
that's funny.
spike ball? Or blow up like a balloon? When you touch a wonder flower, always expect the unexpected.
I mean, this is gonna open up some really alternate,
Collect a wonder
unique
seed,
levels.
and the course will return to normal. Some courses need to be unlocked using the wonder seeds you've collected. You'll also earn a wonder seed as thanks from a poplin when you clear a course.
Yep. You're gonna have to unlock some levels. I wonder if you're gonna have to do like some replaythroughs if you want to unlock everything.
As your adventure progresses, you'll unlock in-game badges that change up the way you play when equipped. There are a variety of badges, each with its own special ability. Let's go over some of them. Slow your fall with the parachute cap badge.
Oh, that's cool.
Enhance
Adding
your
in some
wall
extra
jumping abilities
personalizable
with the
mechanics,
wall
that's
climb
pretty
jump
nice.
badge. Unleash a burst of speed while underwater by equipping the dolphin kick badge. You can also break underwater blocks. Charge up a bounding leap with the crouching high jump badge. Shoot vines
I wonder
in
though
midair
how dependent
and
some
stick to
levels are going to
walls
be on
with the
these
grappling
power-ups.
vine badge. Recover from dangerous drops instantly with the safety
Like, are
bounce
some levels
badge.
going to feel like
Easily find
you need a
important
badge, a
items
specific
using the
badge?
sensor badge. Draw in nearby moolah with the coin magnet badge.
I don't think they're going to go that
Invisible
far.
to your enemies and yourself with the invisibility badge. You will not stop dashing with the jet run badge. And you can run in the air for a bit.
It turns the game into an auto
There are
runner.
many more badges with different abilities, from the convenient to the unconventional. Only one badge can be equipped per course.
I think they're going all
Equip
out
them
here.
from the world map or when starting a course. Or if you
already
don't
this is
make it
a
through,
lot for a new
grab a
2D
different
game.
badge and try again. Some badges can be earned by clearing special badge challenge courses,
Go for it!
while others can be purchased from Poplin shops on the world map. Be sure to exchange flower coins you collect in courses for badges.
Now we know what those purple coins are for. They're for the badges. Local co-op play?
Up to 4 people can play locally on the same Nintendo Switch system. Pick
going
your
for
favorite
online?
character and jump into the adventure together. If a player is defeated in local co-op, their character will float around the course as a ghost. If another player reaches them before time runs out, they'll jump right back into action.
That's cool.
Your group won't lose a life either. And just so you know, if someone is playing as a Yoshi, you can jump on their back and ride them around the course, even if you're also playing as a Yoshi, or if you're an elephant.
That's funny. That's gonna be fun because you can give like younger players, like one of my youngest daughter, not too good at
If
2D
you connect
platformers.
online, you might see other players on the world map and
Okay,
in courses.
hold
These are people from around the world enjoying the game in real time, appearing as live player shadows. Just like in local co-op, if you're defeated, you can come back to life by bumping into a live player shadow. Players can send greetings and share in-game items. Even though you won't be playing together directly, you'll get to experience a subtle connection with other players online as you enjoy this
Yeah,
new
they can't
adventure
do it
together.
yet. They can't get the lag down enough
You can also place a standee in a course.
to do like online co-op.
Standees can revive ghosts, so place them in not-so-easy areas and help your fellow players. You can purchase standee surprises from the Poplin shops to add more to your collection. You never know which standee you'll get.
Is this gonna turn into like a
When you come into contact with an online
not
player
Dark
or
Souls,
their
but
standee, you'll see
where
their
people are gonna
username
like be
and
putting these
heart
standees
points.
in weird ass
These points
places.
show how much they've helped other players on their adventure. Reviving ghosts, gifting items,
Elden Ring.
reaching the goal pole together, and more will earn you heart points.
It's lag, guys, by the way. The reason they can't get online
While
co-op
playing
to work
online,
is most
you
likely
also have
server
the
lag.
option of creating a room to get together with friends. In a shared room, you can see which courses your friends are playing, enter courses together, and even race through certain courses. Start a race by hitting the race block.
They want you to be able to see each other, but they don't want the mechanics of the game to depend
Then
on
make
the
a
other
run for
players,
it.
because that's probably what they can't get to sync up without a delay making the experience feel bad.
Reaching the goal pole isn't the only way to
Because
finish
if they're
a
only
race, though.
ghosts, but
In
the
some courses,
mechanics
you'll
aren't
need to grab a wonder
influencing
seed
you,
or
it
defeat
doesn't
a
matter if
boss
they're like
instead.
a half a second off. But in the
Whether you're
2D,
casually connecting with players from around the world or syncing up with friends for riveting races, you can enhance your
Lopez,
experience
you
with
can't do
online
it.
play.
What a beautiful day!
by the way, guys, we have Damon, my dog, and the cat on me right now. They're both down here and they're both sitting on me. I'm trying to keep them calm. The visuals are looking great. Honestly, top notch for a 2D Mario.
Jump into the unexpected with
I still would
Mario
like to
and
see a
Friends,
retro pixel
when
art style
Super
new
Mario
Mario
Brothers
game.
Wonder launches on the Nintendo Switch system October 20th.
I mean, for the
Plus,
moment, this is a
new
this is a
Nintendo
very
Switch
here we
OLED
go.
model Mario Red Edition is also on the way. If you look closely, you'll find Mario and some hidden coins.
Not
The
super
Nintendo
impressed, though.
Switch OLED model Mario Red Edition launches October 6th.
That's a little disappointing, guys. I would have hoped they would have gone deeper with the Mario visuals on the Switch. Let's go back as it's over. It's already over, guys. Yeah, I just want to go back a second here. The Switch was like
on the
20
Nintendo
seconds
Switch
at the end.
system October
Topaz,
20th.
you're in front of the screen.
Plus, OLED model Mario Red.
Like, seriously, guys, we've already gotten, like, red Joy-Cons. Obviously, we'll be able to compare the actual shade of red. Like, this is maybe cool for someone who's been waiting out for an OLED. But if you compare this to the Zelda Edition OLED, the Zelda Edition OLED knocks this out of the park, man. Like, not like destroys this edition. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm like, exactly. That's my feeling too, Martin. It's like, especially that Wonder is going so deep in the visuals. Like, how do you not put a Wonder Flower on the front of that? Like, how do you not put, yeah, exactly. How do you not put like a big blue Wonder Flower on the front of that thing? Like, on the dock station, at least. Or like, I don't know. My God. Or at least on the back plate of the Switch. Like, make it feel like a Mario Wonder Edition, not just a Mario Edition. And we've already had a Mario... We already have a Mario Switch Edition. Exactly. Like, personally, if I'm going for a special edition Switch, I'm going for the Zelda OLED edition, and it's supposed to not be limited. Like, they're easy to find. I know my GameStop has like a dozen right now. So like, anyway, personally, I'm just disappointed. Topaz, you can't hit the keyboard. You can't hit the keyboard. Hold on, guys. I have to talk to Topaz for a second because she's on her back laying, trying to be like her pretty girl so that I pet her, but she's rubbing herself against the keyboard, which doesn't work. But yeah, you know, like I said, and the hidden coins at the back, where do they show it? I'm like, are you serious? Like, that's your big, like, a little Mario here on the bottom, like at the back on the bottom left, and
Mostly,
hidden
you'll find
coins
Mario
behind the
and-
panel. I don't like to be like, you guys know me. I don't generally like to be negative, but that is not what I was expecting from a like Mario Edition OLED, especially with a funky game like freaking like Mario Wonder. But anyway, other than that, though, the game is looking awesome. I mean, let's see if what. I can't go back any further. Hold on. Oh, I went too far back. Because that's when we were waiting for it. Like, honestly, the Wonder effects, I'm really looking forward to this, because we're going to get some really
Bubbles
different
might,
levels. Like, this part was
Your
really
perspective can
interesting. This one looks almost like a
Or you
top-down
might
version.
float through space.
Like, this one here. Hold on, I gotta find it. Seriously, it's like you're
Mario
going
might
a top
become
like you're
a
playing a
Goomba?
top-down game. Like, it's gonna open up a huge door for some really awesome levels. The badges. I really wish that the online co-op play could have been figured out, but they're trying their best to make the experience good and that you can still sort of see where your friends are playing. It's just that the mechanics of the level itself can't be shared because of the lag currently. I'm pretty sure. Exactly, there will be a list of the best badges for each level. But honestly, they're doing a lot to make this approachable for families. Because like I said, I can put my daughter on like Yoshi so that she doesn't die because she hits enemies, while I'm playing like Mario or Luigi or whatever, or Toad or whatever of the other characters. And that means that she most likely is going to be able to follow me through all the levels. And it's really fun that they did that, because basically it makes sense. At the beginning, I'm like, oh, it makes an easy version of the game. But not only that, because of the way the co-op works, it's that the easy version of the game can actually, like, you can play it together, and it's just certain characters are reserved for certain people. Now, I would have liked them to maybe put like one of the princess characters as an easy character, just because I know my daughter, she's going to want to play as Daisy or Peach. However, they're not one of the easy characters. So I'm like, ugh. But anyway, I mean, I don't know if they thought about that, but visually, like, you have little girls and little boys, and they're stuck with certain limited characters. But overall, this is going to be, I think, an amazing game. Like I said, day one, we will be playing it on the channel here.
Bubbles make it a bit easier to get to those
the bubble effect
hard-to-reach
looks really fun, really cool.
Just like that.
But yeah. So I'm going to be downloading Dimension Shell Shock. We are going to be meeting up this afternoon for anyone that wants to play, come and watch me stream Dimension Shell Shock. I do have to, like I said, tune out for a couple of hours to go and help my family members. I should be back. I'm aiming around 2-ish for the stream. 2-ish Eastern time. So for anyone who does want to see Dimension Shell Shock before they pick it up themselves, or just have fun playing together, I should be back around 2-ish. I'm super happy that I now know that Dimension Shell Shock is out, meaning that we can definitely play it. Yeah. Transformers Shadow Rising Alliance Arena. Yeah, you can not come here, please. Thank you. Oh, someone got him. Good. Thank you so much. Thanks, Jumping Bear. But yeah, so hey guys, it was super fun watching through this. I would have wished the OLED edition was a little bit better, but overall, I think we have a great game to look forward to. I'm still hoping we get a more general direct over the next, or at least a partner direct, so that we can maybe get a few last minute surprise releases on the indie side. But this was a very fun one, guys. And honestly, so much better than the Pokemon one we did just a little while ago, where I don't want to drag on Pokemon, but not much was looking good. But yeah. Anyway, have a great one, guys. And I hope I'll see all of you in the later stream. And as usual, if not, I hope I also see you in my next video.